What's up, good people? This is your girl. I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is just a quick update video. I want to update you guys on a lot of things. Actually, I'm going to give you some strawberry letter updates, and then I'm going to update you on me, BG, the Bronze Goddess, let you guys know what's going on with me and everything like that. Okay, now everybody who wrote a strawberry letter has not updated their particular letter. Just about everybody who wrote me did write me back to say thank you, and that they have, they're reading everything, they're reading the comments and things like that. But some people have done like a follow-up, and those are the ones I'm going to tell you about today. For my strawberry letter number 3, I'm black, he's white. Okay, let me tell you what happened with this one. The girl, she did what we all suggested, well, what I suggested. Some of you too, but her thing was that the dude kept flirting with her, but only when other people weren't around, and she wasn't sure if it was really flirting. She said in her video, quote, I'm used to black men flirting and being more aggressive. I'm not used to, I'm not sure if white men flirt the same way, stuff like that. So anyway, I told her basically while one of those times when he was flirting to say something like, I feel like you're flirting with me, something like that, to kind of an icebreaker, to kind of make him feel more comfortable. So she did it, and he basically said he was flirting with her, and that kind of gave way to a great conversation between the two of them, and they are now kind of entering they're in the embryonic stages of a relationship, okay? So that's great. Yes, SAT word. Hey, yeah, y'all thought I didn't know no fancy book learning. I got that fancy book learning, right? Anyway, they're kind of into a very beginner stage of the relationship. So shout out to her. Thank you for writing me. I'm glad your story had a happy ending. Okay, what else? He's not exactly Mr. Right. This is the woman who... The man she liked sounded fabulous. He was smart. He was funny. She said she did find him attractive. However, he was too short. And she was like, don't want no short man. She wasn't really feeling that. But her friends and family were like, he's fabulous. He's fabulous. You should really try. Basically trying to force her to be with him. But she didn't feel it. She wasn't feeling the chemistry. So, I know I got some comments where people were saying that opposites do attract, and that they've either been in or have known relationships where people who weren't necessarily attracted right off the rip did grow to love each other and did even go and become married and everything like that. She said she felt better feeling like, it's okay that, she doesn't have to be with him. Even though family and friends, people would, everybody always think they can do a better job with your life than you. And you gotta watch that. Especially people who think they want to tell you what's going on with them. And you gotta watch taking love advice from somebody who don't even have a love in their life. Hey, can I get an amen? Yes. Church show is quiet, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. But anyway, I was telling her, I know your girlfriends think he's fabulous and all this other stuff. If they're single, push him off on them. If they think he's so great, then you date him. All right? Anyway. Hey, it's kind of however you feel. My opinion on that letter was, if I'm praying, and I'm like, God, I would just love an SUV. I want an SUV, Lord. If you just give me an SUV, that is my dream vehicle. I want a candy apple red Range Rover with red rims. And God's like, hey there, BG, I got something for you. And I'm like, what is it, Father? And he's like, I got you something hot. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then come to find out, he's like, it's a brand new car. I'm like, car? Whoa, that's not my dream vehicle. My dream vehicle was a candy apple red Range Rover. Same thing to me with this situation. If it's your dream man, he should be everything that you want, or at least a lot of it. And that's just my opinion. Opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody has what? One of them. Okay. Let's see who else has updated. This one time at band camp, poor thing. This was a young girl who, her first love, she fell in love when she was like 14 years old with a young boy who was 17 years old. And, he told her when she was older, he would date her. And then when she did become old, this is the sad part, she loved him for years. And when she was finally old enough, she tried to get at him, tried to, talk to him. She tried to friend him on Facebook. He blocked her friend request. She tried to find him on Twitter. He blocked her there. He changed his number. He moved. He did everything he could to run away from her. and she didn't know what to do with the love that she still had for him. And you know, a lot of us were telling her to do her best, do her best to get over it. And she's saying that it's hard, but she's trying. She feels so much better with a lot of your support, and a lot of the comments that you wrote to her really helped her, and she's so grateful. She wanted me to express that to you all. She said it's hard, but she's trying. She's definitely trying to get over it. So let's see. That was strawberry letter number 7. Now, let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, strawberry letter number 9 is put a ring on it. And that is another great happy ending. This is a woman who had been dating her man for a few years. They had a house together, they had a daughter together, they had a business together, they went to church together, all that stuff. And she says that for some reason he hasn't asked her to marry him. And she was starting to feel like it wasn't going to happen, and this and that. And we all talked about the fact that they've done so much already that he didn't see the urgency in wanting to make her his wife. But I'm happy to report that, you know, in that video we told her, you know, you should kind of tell him, talk to him about how you feel, stuff like that. So she did. She approached him, told him how she felt, and he told her that he would ask her to marry him right then and there. He said that he had been working for the past 4 months to save up for a wedding ring that she could be proud of, but that he basically already was thinking that. And so she can be engaged anytime she wants to, especially if she wants to do it without a ring. But right now, that's what he was doing. He was saving up for a ring. So I'm happy for her. She was very excited when she wrote me back. So shouts out to her. Congratulations, doll. When you do it the right way, God blesses you even more. I want to say that, okay? When you do things the right way, the biblical way, God blesses your marriage even more. If you think your union with your boyfriend was blessed because you got the house and the business, it will be even more blessed when you do things the right way in the sight of God, okay? Let's see what else. G.I. Joe has got to go. Ooh, wait. That is my most popular strawberry letter to date. This was a girl who went to see her army boyfriend, and she even brought his daughter with her, the daughter that they didn't have together, but his daughter with her. When she got there, she was sitting there in the apartment, and all of a sudden he's bringing up bags, and she's like, whose bags are they? And he's telling her that a female soldier friend of his is coming in from overseas, and he didn't feel comfortable with her staying off base. And so she was going to be staying with them. And ever since she moved in, he was treating her funny. Didn't want to hug her, didn't want to kiss her, anything like that. It was foolishness. Yes, it was. But anyway, she's moved on. She don't have time for it. She was in school, so she's going to focus on school. And she was just thankful that so many of you were positive and everything about her situation. But she, you know, you got to charge that one to the game. You know, the dude thought he was slick, but I'm glad that she knew enough to ask, what do we think? And we told her, girl, you were being played, and cut your losses, you know? Yeah, so happy for you. I'm glad you moved on with your life, because he was wasting your time. You can find somebody way better than that, more worthy of spending time with, okay? Let's see. Now, the last one is strawberry letter number 8. And I went out of order for a reason. This one is a little bit, it was more serious. I did get an update from her. So this one is strawberry letter number 8, too late for cold feet, bruh. This particular strawberry letter was from a woman who had only been married, I think, 3 or 4 months. And she moved out of state with her husband. I think that they're originally from Florida, but she moved to Maryland, I believe, to be with her husband. And, you know, she didn't know anybody there, but they just relocated up there. Soon as they got there, he starts treating her funny. He doesn't want to eat with her, barely wants to talk to her, barely wants to touch her, all of this. And so she really felt like she didn't know what was going on. You know, they had just gotten married. They're supposed to be in the loved, blessed, you know, euphoric newlywed stage, but here he was, you know, being cold to her, you know. He would call her a punk whenever they would argue, because she would just say, you know, I don't want to fight, just, you know, you win. He would call her a punk, all this stuff. You know, I think the advice that we all gave her was, you definitely should sit him down, try to find out if he really wants to be married to you. You should definitely ask him. All right. So she did ask him. She asked him, she basically was telling him, I don't think you really want this marriage. I don't think you really want to be together. The long and the short of it is that when she asked him, he hit her. When she asked him about it, he was a punk, and he hit her and told her that he had bought her a ticket, a one-way ticket back home. He said that he didn't want to be married to her, and she didn't really want to be married, and she didn't really try, and all this other stuff. Basically, he had already booked her a one-way ticket home. And so she said that she went outside of the apartment, and she said she cried out there for a while, and then she eventually called the police, and they took him to jail. You put your hands on a woman, you need to be under the jail, if you ask me. But they put him in the jail. Okay. I'm glad he went to jail. I'm sorry. I'm glad he went to jail. That's what you get. When you put your hands on a woman, that's what you deserve. You deserve jail time. We need to get you some silver bracelets and an orange jumpsuit. Word. Anyway, so she moved back home, and the only bright side of the positive note is that her family was warm and receptive. Her family was shocked that she was dealing with so much pain. You know, in that letter, she was saying that her family would say, I told you so. And that was one of the main reasons why she didn't want to go home. But thank God, thank you, Lord, that her family was very open and receptive, and basically, you know, showering her with love and letting her know that, you know, they're there for her. And I knew that would be the case. If your family and your friends really love you, if you're going through something painful, they won't take that opportunity to say, I told you so. That's not what a friend would do. That's not what real family does. So I'm glad that you have a great support system in your family. And I know she was saying that she doesn't know what God has in store for her and her husband. But, you know, she's optimistic, you know, and, you know, she's going to stay prayerful. I told you this one last because I want you guys to stay prayerful for her. All of you Christians out there, this is one of those moments where we need to touch and agree, even if we're internet touching. Please, please, please pray for her. I can't imagine having my husband, somebody I took vows with, put his hands on me. I just can't even imagine that. So please just pray for her. Pray that the Lord gives her strength and wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Pray that the Lord will help her to get through this situation and that she'll come out of it stronger. But anyway, yeah, that's been my updates for the strawberry letters. Oh, I try to pull it together. So now what's going on with me? A lot of people were asking me from my outfit of the days because I've been doing some corporate looks, and people were like, hey, I thought you were a chef. I am a chef. I am a classically trained chef. I went to one of the best culinary schools in the country. Yeah. Shout out to the Art Institute, all right? International Culinary School at the Art Institute of Atlanta, hey. But anyway, what had happened was I was working for one of the best chefs in the country. Matter of fact, one of the best chefs in the world. I can't say who it is because that's like too much information, but I was working for one of the best chefs in the country, in the world. But he don't want to pay nobody. So I was working days, working nights, working weekends, working holidays, all this, 12-hour days. I was working so hard. I was so excited about it because it was my first kind of real chef opportunity. But I was never seeing my family, and I wasn't paying that well. And it would have been great if I was like 18 or 19 and I was new to all this. But I'm like older than that. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and my number one concern is my family. I'm a family first type of person. So if that means that I have to put my chefing things on hold for a second, that's what I'll do. So I have taken a job that is very, it's kind of corporate, which I'm kind of excited about it. I've always worn a uniform of some kind, chef's uniform, army uniform, scrubs, something like that. I've always worn some type of uniform. This job I get to look cute. That's why I like to look nice for work, because I finally get to wear my own clothes. But yeah, I'm very corporate right now, and that's what I do. Yeah, but I'm not, but don't feel too bad. Now I have a friend One of my friends, she has the dopest job. She writes gospel plays. Yes, that's like one of her gifts. She writes gospel plays and she does a dinner theater. And so she's going to take care of the theater part and I'm going to take care of the dinner part. I'm going to do, I think, 3 or 4 courses, and we're going to do a nice little collabo thing where I'm going to make the 3 or 4 courses for her dinner theater, which I'm so excited about. So I'm definitely still going to be cooking, which is great for me. It just won't be 9 to 5, but I'll still be cooking, still be getting my food out there, still be getting my name out there. So I'm excited about that and doing it a great way. Christian gospel plays with good food. That's going to be great. But yeah, and I also have this vision of what I want to do. I don't know when, I don't know where. All I know is I want to plan some type of extravaganza. I don't know if I want to do a meet and greet, but I want it to be so much fun. I want to have a nice, I don't know if it's a weekend event, a full weekend event, or just a night or two, but I want to do something where I have her plays. I have some gospel. I've heard of these gospel Christian spoken word artists, and some jazzy music. You guys know I sing a little bit. Not just me, but I would like to have stuff like that. That's what I really want. I want some of my favorite things in a good Christian kind of environment, but just fun. An occasion where we can get dolled up. Like, I love to get dolled up. You guys don't even know. I love cocktail dresses. But I love an event where we can have some great food, 3 or 4 courses, of fine dining, a nice play, some spoken words, some jazz, a little bit of dancing like to jazz, smooth, mellow, slow dancing with your maid or whatever, that kind of thing. I don't know where, I don't know when, but that's what I want to do, and I want to do it so bad. I just pray God helps me find a way, a place, and everything else. But when I do a meet and greet, that's what I mean. I don't mean like us meeting at the mall. No. I want it to be big. I want it to be fun where you can invite your whole family and it's just like an experience. Something that we could look forward to, and it could be the 1st annual, 2nd annual. We just have a good time, But anyway, that's what's going on with the Strawberry Letters, and that's what's going on with me, your girl, the Bronze Goddess. All right? I love you, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in the next video. Till next time, later, divas and dudes. Deuces.